What's up, my friends? This is Jake, welcoming you to another episode of Wasted Attention. Today on Beyond the Pit, I believe episode number 7, we're going to do our top 5 albums of 2018. So I'm going to try to do a few things different on this intro, kind of make it a little interesting for you. Since we're doing our top 5, I want to give a shout out to my brother DJ, who has listened to every podcast, huge supporter. And just so everyone knows, anybody that takes the time to listen to this podcast it's fucking amazing. Can't thank you enough. But I told him I'd read my brother's top 5 for the year. So the list goes as follows. Number 5, Parkway Drive. I don't know the names of these albums. He just gave me the actual fucking band name, so I'm a little unprofessional here. But Parkway Drive is number 5. I listened to this probably once. Not too familiar with it. But I know a lot of people love Parkway Drive. It's not my thing so far, I guess. Number 4, Fit for a King. I may have heard this band. I don't know. Maybe you guys know more. Maybe we should give us some suggestions of what to check out. And number 3, we got Godsmack. I didn't really care too much for this one. I'm kind of shitting all over his list here. I don't know why. Number 2, Disturbed. Yeah, another Disturbed album. Cool. And his number 1, Bad Wolves, which, pretty good album. It's a pretty solid list. Maybe I'll go back and check some of these out. I don't know. So I mentioned I wanted to make these intros a little more interesting. So what I think I'll do, if I could find a news story that's kind of worth talking about, maybe I'll throw these in here on the intro. By the time we all get together, usually it's every other Sunday, all these news stories are kind of come and gone. So maybe I can take this time to shed some light on some of these things and give you my opinion on it. Not that it fucking matters. So this is the story I'm reading off of blabbermouth.net. It's between Kiss and Ace Frehley. Some more shit has hit the fan. So, Paul and Gene talked to Guitar World magazine in an interview. They were talking about the former members and if they would take part in the End of the Road farewell tour. And they mentioned that they'd only do so in a guesting capacity, just guest spots, I guess. So here's the quote from Gene. Quote, Ace and Peter have gotten 3 chances. They were in and out of the band, fired 3 times. For drugs, alcohol, bad behavior, being unprofessional, they weren't carrying their load. So the short answer to your question is we'd love to have Ace and Peter join us here and there. And if they don't, it's not going to be because of us. But they are never going to be in Kiss again. He also added, 3 times is the charm. I promise I'll pull out doesn't work. It's the boy who cried wolf. Oh, I've been straight for a million years? Terrific. Have a good life. Would we welcome Ace and Peter to jump up on stage for a song or two? Of course. Could we depend on either Ace or Peter to do a full night set, night after night? Not on your fucking life. End quote. So from there, Paul gets on and mentions it's not really up to him. And then the quote goes, but I'll say that this is a celebration of this band and its accomplishments and its history. So anybody who is short-sighted enough to think that this should be a reunion is missing the point. That being said, I would love to see everybody at one point or another be on stage. And if that doesn't happen, it's their choice, not mine. Now, before I read Ace's rebuttal, to kind of talk about Gene and Paul, I know they get the shit end of the deal. I know everyone doesn't really like them, doesn't really give them their respect. They seem like the easy guys to hate. But I just think they're businessmen. This shit all makes sense to me. Drugs and alcohol have never been their thing. It's all been about the music and what's best for it. Say what you want about him, Gene, and his ways with like the business. Everything's a dollar sign to him, But give credit where it's due, man. That band has been successful even without Gene and Peter, or not Gene, but Ace and Peter in the band. 80s Kiss, it ain't my cup of tea, but they were fucking successful. Even in the 90s, I don't think they've ever had a problem selling out shows. So take that for what you will. So let me get into Ace's rebuttal here. So this comes from Ace's personal Facebook. So it states, Gene, your memory is really incorrect. I was never fired from Kiss. I quit twice, not 3 times. Of my own free will, because you and Paul are control freaks, untrustworthy, and were too difficult to work with. Your slanderous remarks about my bad habits over the years has cost me millions of dollars, and now that I'm over 12 years sober, you're still saying that I can't be trusted to play a whole night show. Well, that's exactly what I've been doing for the last 12 years with different configurations of the Ace Frehley band to you and Paul's dismay. I'm also the most successful solo artist to come out of the original Kiss lineup and proud of it. You and Paul have tried to derail my solo career multiple times over the years unsuccessfully. I've tried to be nice and friendly by inviting you and Paul to perform on my past albums for E1 Music. give each of you guys one of my prized Gibson Les Paul 59 models. But today's comments have made me realize you're just an asshole and a sex addict who's being sued by multiple women, and you're just trying to sweep it all under the carpet. The icing on the cake was when you groped my wife and propositioned her in Los Angeles at the Capitol Records building behind my back when I was trying to help you out at one of your vault experiences, which I only found out about several weeks later. She was planning on pursuing a suit against you, but I told her to call it off. Well, now that the gloves are off after your terrible comments today, and I'm thinking that this really may be the end of the road tour for you guys. Without a complete and heartfelt apology and offer to give me my old job back and removing Tommy from the throne that I created, the shit will hit the fan and there'll be no stopping it. It's on. Now, the first thing to mention is Gene says he was fired. Ace says he quit. But, I don't know. It's unless you're there, who the fuck can prove either way, right? The shit that's interesting to me is if Gene really did grope his wife and proposition her, why the fuck did he stop the pursuit against Gene? I don't understand. Why would you tell your wife to call it off? If you quit, then you don't fucking owe them anything. Why would you not take care of your wife or kind of help pursue her shit? When he says without a complete and heartfelt apology, an offer for my old job back. Is that all it took for him to say, hey, fuck it. Whatever the fuck my wife feels, don't worry about it. Just give me my job back. Kick Tommy to the side. I don't give a shit. I don't know. It's suspicious to me, man. Maybe I'm wrong, but you guys let me know. It just seems weird to me. I'll make all that shit disappear for a job and an apology. But I don't know, man. That's all I got. Like I said, this could be a one-off thing. Just trying to get my opinion out there, make these intros a little bit more exciting for you. If not, fucking skip it. I don't give a shit. Otherwise, let's get on to the top 5 albums of 2018.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to yet another episode of Wasted Attention's Beyond the Pit, episode 7. 7, guys.
Yes.
6 was a long time ago.
Feels like it.
Yeah, we've been busy doing a lot of interviews and such with Mr. Rob Arnold. You can check that out. That was last week's episode.
That's pretty big deal.
Yeah, should listen to that and then come back and listen to this one because this one isn't going to be as awesome as that one was.
And then before that, we had Noah from Bleed the Sky.
Sure did.
Seems like it's been a while since it's been just the 4 of us bullshitting about something.
Yeah,
that's right.
Not that we're complaining.
Never, not at all. Before we
Those conversations were awesome.
Yeah, they're way more important than us just bullshitting. So it seems like people like those better when they got somebody they know of.
More clicks, more views, more corporate greed. You know.
Still looking to get bought by anybody. If anybody's got that extra money, still looking to be bought.
We're cheap, man. We're very cheap. Before we get rolling, we just want to say that we apologize for the squealing banshees in the background. We have some of the
You're going to hear some of them at some point, yes.
Yeah, we got the Ninos over, so they're going to be loud and stuff. So just imagine it as like a calming background music for us today. But what we are doing today is we are doing our top 5 albums of the year 2018, the year in our Lord, 2018.
Thank you.
These are basically what we thought that you guys should be checking out if you haven't, which I'm sure a lot of these, I'm sure.
I think this year, by the time we come back to 2019, we'll have more albums to actually go through.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we kind of caught in on the end of this last year. Because this is when we started doing this anyway. So
it's true.
This might be kind of obvious.
Yeah.
Might be a lot of the stuff we already covered.
Probably.
That's
whatever.
the idea.
It's like a recap episode, But I don't know. I also think that last year was kind of a dry year for new music too. I didn't.
Especially with what we listen to.
It's
yeah,
true.
definitely.
I don't feel like I ventured out as much as in other years. Maybe. I don't know. I think I was listening to the same shit over and over.
Oh,
That's what I do.
That's our life.
Yeah.
Man.
That's what happens when you're in your 30s. You just fucking
I
continually
feel like you're the one that
listen
kind of listens
Too much
more.
change going on in the world right now. I'm just going to stay.
Exactly. Exactly.
God
Stay
damn
in my
change.
comfort zone.
Yeah. When I get home, I'm gonna watch TGIF, man. This makes me feel happy. All right. Well, anyways, you know how we do it, guys. We go around the table. We talk about all of our shit that we like. We're just going to go in order here from number 5. 5 being the worst, number 1 being the best, but that kind of sounds stupid because these are our top 5 favorite.
Yeah, so it's not necessarily the worst.
The worst, but the least.
The worst of the best.
There you go.
Yeah,
I like
there
that.
you go.
I like that. All right.
Do you want to do honorable mentions?
Oh,
Is there anything that you want to? You don't have to.
Yeah. No.
It's just if you want to give
You
credit
could
to
just
something.
honorably mention it as we go
Yeah,
along.
exactly.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna honorably mention yoga pants.
Nice.
Hot fashion accessory.
That's my number 1 of every year.
Right.
I got some on right now.
Hi-oh.
They feel good.
They're
Okay.
comfortable.
Number 5. Number 5 is going to piss off Jake. Number 5. What do you think I'm going for?
If it's pissing me off, Dave Matthews didn't release an album this year, did he?
No, they didn't.
Okay.
No, they didn't. No.
Ooh. Oh, The Sleep.
The Sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Sleep.
Start with The Sleep. Oh.
You know, you haven't listened to it yet,
No,
have you?
I told you I would, but I haven't yet.
We'll
Liar.
touch base next time.
He can't stay up long enough.
That's true. That's very, very true. You got 14
Who
minutes.
needs
is the
NyQuil when you
equivalent
got
of
The
golf.
Sleep?
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. You know, it stuck with me, man. We talked about, not to rehash the past, but about when you have a song that long, if your progressions aren't there and you don't have that variety, it just gets very boring. For some reason, just the way that the album sounds to me is just so clean and dirty at the same time. The vocals don't really do it for me because it's kind of like that, you know, like in the background, but the music was delicious. And for that reason, also with it being a 4-hour album, I enjoyed it. So that's my number 5. We'll talk
nice.
more.
Yeah.
I'll have to
Talk
come
more
up
as we
with
get
one
going.
solid song. We'll dedicate an entire podcast. That's how long it's going to take.
What's
to listen
what's
to
the
it.
song that's gonna catch me? What's your best?
Aren't there
What's your
thing like
best
an
offer?
entire album though?
Yeah, it's
It's a
pretty much. Yeah.
it's a 4-hour album.
Yeah, no, I'm just teasing.
It takes 4 hours to get
long.
through
It's
it.
like a
Yeah.
4-hour song.
It's the first. I want to say it's the Sciences, but before I am wrong, of course not. It's the
Are they like
Sciences.
a doomy,
doomy /
gloomy?
groove / that 70s Sabbath
Okay.
feel like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
said watered down.
Huh.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The Sciences is the
Okay.
song that I really like off of it, and it's only 2 minutes and 54 seconds. So
Oh.
So it's like an intro.
kinda,
It's the opening track.
it gives you a taste. See what it tastes.
Nice.
But anyways, I didn't even go around the table, but you know, whatever.
Hey, you know
alright.
who's here.
Yeah,
we got
exactly.
everybody. Fuck them.
Ivan, what you got for number 5, man?
I was kind of hesitant because I didn't want to be obvious again on putting this on here, but it's what got me into it. I'd had to say Ghost Prequel because
Oh, I forgot about that fucking album.
I'm late to the Ghost party,
Mhm.
so that was kind of like my introduction to me. Like, okay, well, let me check out these other albums,
Right.
and then just sitting there listening to them, I was able to appreciate it more. So I'd have to say Ghost.
Is there a track that stands out the most to
No,
you?
actually, I enjoy that whole thing.
Yeah?
Like, oh well, Rats. I love Rats.
It's fucking sweet.
Yeah, exactly. Day, man.
For that one, man, Faith is an awesome one on that one. I like those orchestral fucking stringy things. I like that shit.
That's all
Love it.
Tobias, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, and then See the Light. That's the other one I like a lot.
Yes, you do. You do like that song.
I sing that to you all the time. Every time I see you, you're my light.
He serenades you.
It does.
What'd you like off of that? Do you like anything? Are you gonna meet us halfway here?
Let's just shamefully say we'll come back to that.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a
This-
spoiler ahead.
Oh.
Spoiler alert.
All
As
right.
much grief as he gave that album.
I know.
All right.
Right.
If I'm doing my number 5, this one, I didn't know if I was going to put this on yet or not. So I'm going to go with the Alice in Chains, the Rainier Fog. Now, I don't think it's their strongest outing with Will.
Mhm.
It's definitely my least favorite out of the 3. But it's still, I listen to it a lot. And fucking, I think Fly is an awesome song. It's just that catchy acoustic song. And I still think there's riffs and obviously the vocal melodies. You can't deny that shit. So,
I wish they had that grittiness.
you know what I think
what I mean?
everybody doesn't like as much is like I think Will's voice is too clean.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
need some
Is
of that
it-
grit.
Is that what you mean?
Yep.
Yeah. I feel like that's where people are falling off, but it
It's
blends
his
so
style,
well.
though.
Yeah. Well, I think with this album, obviously, like since they gotten back together, Jerry's been basically the lead singer. I think.
Right.
Because this is just something we're gonna talk on another episode. We're gonna do like an Alice in Chains fucking special. So, where was I going with this? It blends with Jerry so much. You know, it's so clean. Like the harmonies are on point. And
Yeah.
I don't think there's many songs that Will takes lead vocals on that I can think of off the top of my head. I'm gonna do some more research, but
They're a good duo. But
yeah, it's
When I was listening to it, it sounds. I didn't know it was Jerry. I thought it was Will because it all sounds similar, I guess, in a way.
yeah, could
But
be
like,
good or bad depending on how you look at it, I guess.
Yeah.
But I really kind of hear fucking Jerry kind of exercising his voice a little bit more, like putting a little more oomph into it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Maybe he's trying to change it up because they sound so similar.
Could be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
I haven't really jammed that album. Like
Check it out.
I was Black Gives Way to Blue. Or is that what
That was the first
that
one
was
that
the
came
first
back,
one?
yeah.
Yeah.
I jammed
Did
the
you
hell
ever
out of
listen
yeah.
to Devil?
No. After
really?
that, dude, I kind of like I love that album, and then I just kind of like, all right.
Same here.
But dude, I listened to their first album when all together, like front to back. I loved
Yeah.
it. But after that, I was just like, I'm done. I don't know why.
Animal.
I don't know why.
You're probably more versed. Track number 3, Red Giant.
Yes.
Does that one stick out to you at all?
Absolutely, it does.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Jam on it.
The first 5 tracks off of that album for me were it, like 100%.
Yeah.
Man. You know, but then it kind of like once again the Animal effect kind of starts dipping down a little bit for me.
Yeah, because I like because it goes to Deaf Ears, Blind Eyes, I think, or something, and then Maybe. That's another like
Yep.
acoustic kind of driven. I really enjoy the vocals on that one.
That stands out
The
a
way
lot.
they blend together, and then it gets back into Is it Never Fade?
I'm checking it out right now.
No, you never something.
I've been getting so lazy having Spotify that I don't have to look at titles
Yeah,
anymore.
you don't.
I just put it
That was
on and you
always my
drive.
problem
Was
because I
it?
never looked at the titles.
Oh,
I just
there's
listened to the album, and that was it.
Yeah, there's that one track before Never Fade that I think Will wrote the fucking song. To
So
be
Far
honest.
Under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down.
Duncan, bow,
Yeah.
bow,
It's
bow.
Alice in Chains is fucking. It's the one that Will wrote.
Oh no way.
That's crazy.
Huh.
I don't know. Probably not
Interesting.
too much to add.
That's your
We'll
5.
get
I'm
more.
looking forward to that Alice in Chains episode though. We could really. Get
Oh, this is
more
gonna because I want to do it in 2 parts for the early shit with Lane,
Yeah.
and then I want our dissection of
Okay.
how it's been since.
That sounds good to me.
And to give us everybody some time to fucking
Get into
bone,
the new.
bone up
Yeah,
on
for
some
sure.
Alice in Chains.
Red, what's up, man?
Uh-oh. I got the one that you guys know absolutely nothing about probably.
Let's do it.
Number 5, Dance Gavin Dance.
Oh, you've been
You know
bumping
who-
that
you
on
know
yours
who the-
I
only
checked
from you because
one
of your
song
Snapchats.
out, and I was like, "What the fuck
What
is
is this? What is this? Artificial Selection is the name of that album. Dude, I think they're just badass musicians. And the lyrics have absolutely nothing to do with anything. It's all over the place, but they're just like, I don't know, they just write catchy tunes. I like it. And it's like really, really heavy, and then it's really, really fucking Fall Out Boy-ish shit sometimes.
You know, that's
But that's
you though.
That's me.
That's Red in a nutshell, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it, man. I get it. From your Snapchats and everything that I hear, it sounds really cool.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a drummer, they're ridiculous. Yeah, and they got like the little licks and all that. For,
What's the song to check out for me?
I don't know. For you, it's hard, dude, because this is definitely nothing. The opening track, "Son of a Robot,"
I think that's the one video I looked at.
Yeah, but honestly, I mean, they don't really veer off too far from what they do, so you can continuously just listen to all their albums and you catch something. But it's not like anything crazy from different. They don't like throw on something that you never heard, that they haven't done before. So
Nice.
that's my jam for number 5, Dance Gavin Dance.
I'm gonna be honest. All the new music I hear is from Red on his Snapchats.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
that-
always have interesting stuff going on.
I'm always on the search.
Yeah. And then
For
also,
something
at
new.
You got more. It seems like you got more patience than the rest of us because I need something that catches me pretty fucking quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Well, you're also in your car the most.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, and at work,
And at
work
work and all that.
I could
At
listen.
work, I was into listening to podcasts.
Yeah, it just depends like on the mood, But I'll throw on like an album, and then if I'm running the crane or doing whatever I got to do, I'll just let it repeat, and then something starts catching you, and then that song that catches you, now that gives you kind of an insight of maybe other parts that are catchy for other songs. So I don't know. I'm your guy if you want to listen to something totally weird that you never heard of.
Right. And at least 5 days out of the month is dedicated to Alive or Just Breathing.
It is. I promise you that it is.
I love it. That's respectable, though.
It's awesome.
Cool. All right, number 4, everybody. Number 4.
4.
4. Philip H. Anselmo and the Illegals.
Oh.
Choosing mental illness as a virtue.
I was wondering if you were going to have that on there.
I had no fucking idea that this was an album in 2018.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me this shit? I could have checked it out.
Because I know you wouldn't have really liked it.
Probably wouldn't have.
Yeah. You know,
you know me too well.
this is the second album from them. The first album I did not like at all.
What is it like? Describe it to me.
Think of super joint riffs that don't click.
Chaotic,
Chaotic. Really, you're not finding that oomph to
less groove,
less groove, just more thrashy.
punk thrash,
Phil
yeah.
going,
Hardcore, more
more hardcore than metal.
hardcore, written hardcore.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's a nice theme to it vocally because it's just kind of about him kind of getting over a lot of the mental stuff that he's been going through and trying to be positive. I mean, the guy lost like 70 something pounds last year. He's been fucking hitting the bag. He looks amazing.
Yeah, he does,
He
really.
looks fantastic now.
That's good.
He's clean, sober.
That's awesome.
Yeah, hell yeah. And you like to hear stuff about, oh, hell yeah. Hi-yo. You like
No
to hear
pun
good
intended.
stuff like that. The track that I think that you guys should check out is the opening track because you know me, I am a sucker for opening tracks. It's called Little Fucking Heroes.
Nice.
It's very, they're just, Richie hit it right on it. There's not any groove to it. It's just straight chaotic, thrashy, hardcore-y, but
Yeah.
you don't find that, oh, okay. Like there was a band called Harp that they had signed, and it's the same exact way with them. It's chaotic, it's evil, it sounds good, but you're waiting, you're like, oh, here
Trying to catch it,
comes,
and you can't catch it. Yeah.
I find it interesting. I appreciate that Phil's doing this. I'm going to be honest with you. I would have rather heard another Down record, which I'm hoping this year we hear something about that. The last couple Super Joints weren't that good for me either.
I haven't listened to them.
Yeah, missing much. You and I were the Super Joint guys
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
in the day, man. Those first two albums were the
That
shit.
was the shit, man.
But now it's kind of faded out. But that's my number 4.
Yeah. How about that?
No,
It's hard for all of us, I think, because we're all like groove oriented.
we are. We'll always come back.
Yeah, it's always gonna
Always
come back to the
it.
groove.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's definitely a theme to our like listening
there is.
skills here.
So if like one
We're
of us has
definitely
something
biased
with
in
the
something.
groove, we're like, okay, all right, I respect that. But if you come out with something crazy, not all of us are gonna jam on.
We
it,
don't
but-
have a specific like death metal guy or the fucking necessarily. I think
Yeah.
you're probably the closest, Ivan. But well, you get
close,
into
man.
fucking. You
Oh,
guys
yeah,
are kind of our
he does
closest.
too.
Yeah, he's more like original, like death metal. I would say Ivan is,
Yep.
and I'm more kind of like I don't know.
We're like fine wine connoisseurs. We know what the fuck we
I
like.
don't know.
Ain't got time for this shit.
You know, not to spoil any of.
I'm trying to be 16, you know.
still
that's
listening to
my
MSI.
issue. Yeah.
You know, not to spoil anything, but maybe coming down the road, Wasted Attention might be putting some music out there, and you'll find out that
Oh.
as much as we come across as these harder and heavier guys, like Red said, we're always going to come back to that groove. It's a fucking staple, man. Always,
right.
it's going to be there.
Need that hook, baby.
You do.
Yep.
It's business, baby. Ivan,
All right.
4.
I had a hard time with my 4 and 3, so I went ahead and gave this one number 4. All That Remains, Victim of the New Disease.
Damn, I didn't even check that one out either.
Okay, so I've said this before. After time goes on, musicians are at a different headspace than they are when they started.
Mhm.
When they start, they're hungry, they want to be hard, they want to be heavy, they want to be noticed. And they get up there, and they're there.
It's about maintaining
Their
it
life, their
almost.
life is different. They're in a better place now, so they got a different thing to relate to. I think because of certain things that's happened in Phil's life currently, I'm not gonna throw it out there. You can look it up. He brought that, aggression
Back.
Right.
Yeah.
and it just opens up hard, dude. It rips.
It does.
It's a ripper.
I absolutely love that album better than their last.
Yeah.
I think we all agree
Yeah,
on that.
and we could all
I
agree
think
on
we all
that.
Yeah,
talked about
but
I
I
haven't
do
heard it,
like
but I'll
certain
agree.
parts of the last album,
it. Yeah.
but it's not like one they're like,
Yep.
Okay.
But I enjoy this album. This album's good.
A track that sticks out to you? What? I haven't heard it. Tell me a track.
Fuck Love.
Fuck Love?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's the first song that they released, and everybody was like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
they're back!"
Yep. And I feel like they're back because they keep that blend. Just like Killswitch, they got their hard parts and they got their soft parts.
Right. Okay.
Talk,
They brought the harder stuff a little bit harder this time
yeah,
than the last album.
definitely.
So I haven't like jammed it too much, but I appreciate it definitely a lot more than the last album.
Yeah, it's good.
Nice.
You ready for me?
JD.
You ready for me? Okay. So my number 4 is going to be the Bad Wolves album.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eh,
I like.
it started like it was number 2 and 3, but as the year kind of went on, it kind of kept slipping. So my favorite song on this one is No Masters. I still love
You
that
are a
fucking
sucker
song.
for that one.
I don't know, man. It's good shit, but I feel like it was too all over the place to be higher up.
Okay.
Like I enjoyed most of the songs on that album, but I don't know.
It still made your top 5.
Yeah, so you're good.
You know, I know
I
Red.
only listened to like 7 albums this year, but you know.
For real, right?
I know. Red follows Tommy like I do on social. Did you see him and Tawny broke up? It's
Yeah.
becoming like this.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah, it's becoming like a big thing. He felt that he should have announced it publicly since they were in the public spotlight. But
Fuck that shit. You ain't gotta tell
Yeah,
nobody
they
Well,
that.
said-
they like. I mean, everything's pretty much kind of public with him.
exactly, yeah.
So another. I feel like we're fucking TMZ right now. Like Jesse from Kill Switch.
Right.
Oh,
that
fuck.
whole.
Yeah, that's
We
rough.
could do a top 5
And our hearts
breakups of
go out to those guys.
2018?
Yeah,
2019?
we all
I'm
know. what
sure.
it's
I'm
like.
sure they're. Well, I know Jesse's in like in a
Boo.
low place right now, but
Yeah.
you know, I hope all the best.
Hope
out
all
there.
the
For sure.
But yeah, So I think they had to put it out there because he puts kind of like everything out there, which is cool, and you know he relates to his fans, and I think that's probably why they're a little bit bigger than some other bands as far as connecting with fans and stuff like that, like going to see people
That's
in the
what makes the
hospital,
band.
Yeah, exactly.
and
That's
doing
awesome.
you know bringing the kids on stage to sing with you and all
Right.
that other stuff.
That's one thing I love Five Finger does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like there's a video like they were in Chicago. They had that little girl come up. Dude, my heart was melting. I was like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
when you're
awesome.
30-year-old guys, your heart's starting to melt.
Yeah.
When you're 16, you're like, get that girl off the stage.
That should be me. Sing the damn song.
Awesome.
But yeah,
What's the track for you for that album?
oh well, it's on my top 5. That album is.
Oh, you're gonna say.
But yeah, my track for that is Officer Down.
That was that was
Because
a
you
good
all
one, I
know
guess.
it's the
Oh,
riffs,
yeah.
it's
Yep.
the heaviness, the
That's Red Special right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
It's
like,
a red special.
the red
I
special.
like that.
But honestly, like that whole album, like when we did the episode, just front to back, they just well written songs. Everything was catchy, and yeah, I don't know. Officer Down was my jam on there.
Nice.
My number, where we at 4?
yes.
Yeah. No.
You're the
yeah.
last number
Yeah,
4.
you're the
Yeah,
last
I'm
for
the last
number
number
4.
4. Death Ray Vision, Negative Mental Attitude.
I should have listened to that 1 or 2 more
Yes,
times.
you
God
should
damn it.
have. Oh my god, dude, it's just I don't know. The more I listen to it, I'm getting not necessarily the sound of my favorite band, Killswitch Engage, obviously, guys, but I'm getting the attitude of it,
Okay.
like the rawness, the feel. Like even watching some like YouTube videos and just seeing like I don't know, like honestly like the attitude, like it says. I get that rawness. I like it.
That's awesome.
My track off of there is the Whiskey Nose.
Yeah, that's a
But
good one.
Dude, there's something catchy in every song. It's got that fucking hardcore feel to it. The drums got some punk influence. That's definitely like Animal drums I kind of hear. If you listen to it more, you'll hear it yourself, big guy.
I like the when I had watched your review on it and you were talking to like track by track, I think it was the second track off of there. It was really Misfitsy versus kind of like Suicidal Tendencies, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this is nice.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. It's cool. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully they do some type of touring. I know they're doing like the small shows or whatever
Right.
around the area, and obviously Killswitch Engage is starting to tour back up again. I don't think they ever stop.
I feel if I would have listened to that album a couple more times, I bet you would have like
It might have
knocked
broke your
something
top
out, yeah.
5, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I forgot all about it for a second. I don't know.
And I'll praise Jeff Gard, the vocalist, again. Dude's awesome. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe he's got other stuff in store too. That'd be cool if they don't, continue touring or throwing shit out every year or 2.
Okay,
So that's my jam.
cool, makes sense. All right, so going into number 3, before I say it, I just want to say that when you're surrounded by family, they kind of make you think in a different direction.
They influence you.
They influence you, and they make you rethink things, and they make you go through things and question yourself to your fucking core. Number 3 is Prequel by Ghost.
That's up there.
Got him,
man.
we got him.
I thought that was gonna be your number 4, and then I forgot about it.
That's funny.
You know, we talked it to death on how I feel about it, but if you look at the way that everything was put together, Rats is a smash hit. It's fun. They're having fun. It's not the seriousness that I'm used to. I still miss it, but I'm also willing to adapt and accept change. For me talking so much shit about an album cycle that I could care less about, like I was talking to JD before we started, I went and saw them fucking twice for the same tour this year. So, and I traveled, one of them.
That's funny.
So standout tracks for me are obviously Rats, Faith, Pro Memoria.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. I love what they're doing with the different chapters of everything. I'm excited to see where they're going to go next, man. You know,
They leave you hanging, dude.
They leave you fucking hanging. They give you less. It brings that demand up.
It's more like entertaining.
Exactly.
Like they have a whole, it's not just music. It's entertainment.
Yeah.
We've been talking about trying to cover Chicago Open Air, at least from a journalistic point of view. I don't know if that's going to happen, but if they drop their prices, we've all talked about.
They have.
Did they really?
They made an announcement. They said we heard what you're saying, and they have a new price tier.
Really?
I'll
have to look that one. I'll
check that out. Yeah, because that's what I seen it. I was like, yes. I was like, finally. Because they said, we heard, obviously everybody online was like, fuck that. I'll go to a 3-day concert for that much. And
you got a lot of competition, man. You've got the fest in Ohio that's not Rock on the Range anymore. It's Sonic Temple. You've got Milwaukee Summerfest.
I can't keep up with this shit, dude.
So much going on.
Especially with everybody changing their fucking names.
Exactly.
Yeah.
More sponsors, more whatever.
Well,
but
it's cool, though, because, we didn't see this when we were kids.
Exactly.
At all, dude. It was like, all right.
We had Ozfest.
Yeah,
we had Ozfest. And, we kind of, maybe it all started like when we were teenagers, because you had Ozfest, and then you had
Warped.
You had
but we
Warped
didn't go to
Tour,
Warped.
I never did that
but
one.
What was it? Oh, Mayhem.
Mayhem was later near the end.
But
there.
it wasn't like 3-day fest. It was just like
1 day.
3 or 4 big bands, which is also cool to see.
Well, it also started at fucking 10 o'clock in the morning. It was all day. It was great.
They had long sets.
The sunburns.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. Fucking Ivan passed out up front. It was 2004. We were waiting for Slipknot, and we all got out. And this motherfucker didn't drink, didn't piss, didn't shit all day. He comes out, oh, yeah, it was real good. He looked like a fucking tomato, man. I'm so thirsty.
Then I remember it must have been the next year in 2005, because that was I think Zach Wild was signing at that booth, and we were sitting there waiting just to kind of see him, and then Killswitch started, so we were dancing in the fucking trying to see Zach and shit, and trying to get good seats. And somebody got a shoe signed.
Did they?
That wasn't me.
Wasn't you? Somebody fucking gave Adam D the shoe.
Adam D?
You weren't there.
I was not
I
there.
remember
somebody did.
I was
Lewis?
pissed off because
maybe
might have been Lewis,
because I think it was around your birthday. And I was like, fuck, I should have asked if Adam D would have called him.
Oh,
and left a message.
Yeah. I think I remember you saying something about that.
Yeah.
Dang.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh, so
Good
many
times.
shows I missed because of work.
because after the line
Win the lottery.
when the line wore out, we were just sitting there, they had it all fenced off or whatever and shit, so I think we got a few handshakes and shit, and then I think it must have been Lewis that gave him a fucking shoe or something.
Probably.
It
had to have been.
Could have been.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there was also John used to go with us.
Josh was there?
We had
Josh.
a crew.
Josh.
We had a nice little crew.
Yep. We did, man.
That need to hit
Ghost, huh?
Yeah, man. Ghost. Yeah. So, anyways, I would like for all of us to, if we could go, that'd be fun to see
That'd
them.
be cool.
That'd be cool.
But it's outdoor, so you're not getting the whole picture, but you at least get a glimpse of what it's like. Going indoors, it's so fun because you walk in, you smell that church incense going. They're playing the organ music. I mean, it's intense.
I would definitely love to go.
Yeah.
Smell a
We'll
little
check it
bit
out.
of
Sweet shit. Even if we can't cover it, at least we could report from there and stuff like that. Or if you want to pay for Wasted Attention. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Again, we will take your money.
Go fund me.
There you go. Oh, Jesus. We're going to spend
We're
it
on
before-
everything. GoFundMe. We got a Kickstarter. We got a fucking Patreon.
Yep.
We got donation tab.
I need a new
Got an
window.
anchor.
Can you all? It's cold in this bitch.
Right.
That's
All right. I have a number 3, man.
Number
got?
3, I was like I said, I had a hard time between my 3 and 4, but I decided the way I did because I listened to this album more than I did All That Remains, and that would be Bad Wolves Disobey.
Okay.
nice.
Okay.
And my favorite one from there is kind of a odd one because it's not really their heavy one or anything like that. It's Hear Me Now.
Ooh.
I really like that song.
Now, is it the one
It's
with
the one on the
he
album.
doesn't know the other one.
I haven't heard the other
Oh,
one.
that's right. We did talk about that. Okay.
I'm on to you, Bad Wolves. I know what the fuck's going on. Ain't falling for this shit.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Solid choice. You know, we covered it. We listened to it so much.
Yep.
That's the thing, is that with a lot of these albums, we were forced to listen to them because we were going to be reviewing them and stuff like that. So a lot of stuff did click, you know. Yeah. Could be.
Nice.
Could be. That's what happened with Prequel with me.
We'll be better at getting these albums in for 2019, I hope.
For sure. Well, there's a lot
there's
more.
There's a ton more, and we'll be.
Ooh, boy.
That might be a whole episode. Who knows?
Oh.
Oh.
JD.
Oh, it is my turn. Number 3. What was my number 3? Hold on. Oh,
Let
Seven
me check my
Dust.
palm.
Seven
Seven
Dust.
Dust, yeah.
Okay.
All I
Seven
see is
Dust,
war.
wow.
I put that over Bad Wolves because I think the whole fucking album is solid.
Mm-hmm.
Just LJ and fucking the way the guitar players sing together, it's the way they work off each other is fucking awesome. Like, you know, at this point in their career, they're just writing good songs.
Right.
It's nothing out of the ordinary. They're not
That's crazy.
reinventing the wheel. They're just fucking doing what they do the best that I've ever heard it. And I've never gone. I'm
You're
gonna
not
go
a
back
huge
and I'm
Seven
listening to
Dust
this.
fan
No,
either.
this is the first album I
That's
checked
cool.
out entirely.
Wow.
So, you know, major props to them. My favorite
Bringing in
song
new
on
faith.
this is fucking Medicated. It's a badass
I'm
track.
gonna check that album out. I haven't checked it out.
Oh, dude, check it.
I'll
Check
I'll
out their
listen.
greatest hits on. I know it's on Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
I know you know the other songs, but to hear them kind of chronologically, like how they kind
Progressed
of
and stuff like
dude,
that?
it's- they're
Huh.
they're intent. They're a fun show, man.
Yeah.
They're fun.
Well, they've been with a band like that, even if you're not into it,
Mm-hmm.
like it would still be cool to see because obviously they've been doing it for so long that they're gonna be spot on. So
Hell yeah, man. I think I saw them open for Cold Chamber a couple of years ago when they did
Nice.
that last run,
Man,
and
I
then
wanted to see Cold Chamber.
you know,
Well, they're gonna do fucking
yeah,
Cold
they
Chamber
did.
songs.
yeah,
now.
Double Driver's supposed to do some Cold Chamber songs.
Yeah.
yeah,
which is cool.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
yeah. And then Seven Dust, I saw them at Rock on the Range, and definitely like how Red was saying, you could tell they've been around. Like they were on, man. They knew how to play. They know how to play to a club of 2,000 people and 15,000 people, man. It's fun stuff.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm with Ivan on this. Bad Wolves.
Yeah.
That's my number 3.
Number 3.
So I don't know. We already talked about it a few times. It's all
Yeah, yeah.
It's out there. It's out there. Okay. All
I
right.
threw it to you. I didn't realize
What was
it
your
might be on your
pick from there?
Oh, my favorite song off of it was
Officer
Officer Down.
Yeah, remember
Oh,
the
yeah,
Red
yeah, you
Special.
mentioned
Yeah.
yeah.
Shout out to Learn to Live, Run for Your
Oh.
Life.
Toast to the Ghost, man.
For some, yeah.
All right. No, Learn to Live, dude. That chorus is
Shapeshifter.
just so heavy.
is, man.
The way he, like we said on the fucking episode, the way he flows over that rhythm,
Yeah.
the way it's choppy,
Yep.
it works perfectly. Like,
does.
yeah,
That is fucking awesome.
yeah.
Hell yeah. It set the precedent for what I thought that whole album was going to sound like. Then when they came out with more of the radio friendly stuff, I'm like, oh, hey, at least it's
Yeah.
versatile. You know, what can you say? I bitch about everything. Number 2, now, as I say something like that, then I come up with a very out there fucking number 2. But my number 2, honestly, was Post Malone, Beer Bongs, and Bentley.
Get the fuck out of here! Don't
I
you
was
fuck
thinking
with
about
me, dude.
doing something
Yeah.
not metal,
Yeah.
but I left it at metal.
Yeah. That's
So there's one big there's 2 big albums in my mind,
Okay.
and one of them are not even on your list.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough. All
Okay.
right. Interesting.
Yeah. You know, I'm basic. You know, I like my Starbucks iced coffee and I like Post Malone, but they had that Psycho song, they had that Rockstar song that I was like, all right. It's on the radio, I'll listen to it. Mostly like because when I'm driving with the kids, we're listening to everything. But there's a lot of fucking really good songs on that album, man, that I really like, and I like them too. It's
Yes.
just, you know.
Hey, he's a metalhead at heart, so you
Hell
gotta
yeah.
support that dude.
Hell
I
yeah,
would.
man.
Did you
Seems
guys
like a
check
cool
out that
dude.
video that I sent you? That he's a guitar player in a
Oh,
metalcore
for Crown
band?
the Empire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Well,
auditioned.
but he had I sent you a link of him actually playing.
I posted
Oh, no.
one not long ago on our.
I swear I looked at
Oh,
one
shit.
of them.
Our
him,
feed.
yeah, he was like playing guitar and headbanging and shit.
I need to go back up. Our thread, we talk every day for those of you that don't know, because of course who would know? We've only got like 2 people listening. Shout out to Hector. But we talk so much, we send each other links and shit all the time, and there's shit that we forget or will
Like
set
starting time.
Like starting time. You're just like, oh,
My
or-
bad.
Right? Or if you're at work, you're like, oh, I got to come back to this, mostly the pornographic stuff that you can't watch at work, you know? You have to go back.
Says you.
That's awesome.
It's been a while since we did that. We lost Ivan too many times to really fuck with that porn stuff.
Yes, we did. We got to stop that.
Yeah, I get kicked off for other people sending me shit.
Yeah, no shit.
Like, you're in jail. What did I do?
Alone. Nice. I like that, dude.
That's my rando one.
Oh, so that was your number 2. Okay.
That was my number
We gotta
2.
Get back in track here.
Yeah.
Fucking
Ivan?
further.
My number 2 is probably the same as the rest around the table, I'm assuming. Is Light the Torch Revival.
Okay.
That's number 2 for me.
Yeah.
I'm just
Damn.
gonna say it.
Seriously?
Yeah,
How dare
that's
you?
number 2.
I'm telling you, dude. You fucked up, man.
You fucked up,
I thought
man.
it was going to be same all the way around, but I was
Here's
wrong.
my guess. Light the Torch isn't on the list for you.
At all.
And you're gonna. I know what your number 1's gonna be.
And he's
I think
gonna
it's-
regret it
I think it's
later.
got to be all of us, right? I think. I'm not gonna say it yet
No, I
because
don't
you're
think
crazy.
so.
You don't
Yeah,
think so?
it's
I
not
know
number
he's
1 for
crazy.
him.
But if this
It's
one,
not
if,
even on this list.
if this one's not on the list either, I don't know what. I don't know who the fuck you are or what we're doing.
I know.
No, time out. Hold on. You have Post Malone, but you don't have the Light the Torch album.
Can I
Dude,
just, since you
gonna
guys
slap
already
first?
all said it.
We're going to beat
Yeah, go ahead,
his
go ahead.
ass.
Who's going to get the rebound slap?
Red, could you read to me what's on number 1 for me?
Oh. Okay. Well, we already know all our number 2s are Revival, and we're going to start
Well,
back
let's touch on the Light the Torch,
Yep.
and then we'll do this number 1.
up. Okay.
Is that where you were going?
Let's touch it. Let's
Okay.
touch it.
That way we don't skip
Please.
over it.
Let's touch it. Well, what's your favorite jam
I
on
can't
it?
pick one, to be honest. Like, I could listen to that whole album front to back, and I can't like say anything really bad about any of the songs, and like that's why it's up there on my list.
For an album that has 12 songs on it, it is solid.
Yeah,
There's nothing that I don't like on it. There's songs that,
My favorite
that I
is
skip over,
The
but-
God I Deserve.
Yep.
yeah.
That's mine.
It's just, I don't know. It's catchy. It gives me
I
the-
do like the lyrical content on that one.
Yeah. That's what gets me, dude. As soon as it opens, I'm like, God damn it, Howard, you're a monster. Like, I love you, bro. Love you. So,
For me, I think I'm still probably going to give it to The Great Divide. That song is just so goddamn catchy. And then Virus is one that's
I
up there
was
for
gonna
me.
say Virus is awesome.
Virus is awesome. Raise the Dead. There's so many fucking jams on this album. I don't know what to tell you.
That'd probably be mine as Virus.
Mm-hmm.
yep. So, Animals number 1. Let me read it, buddy.
Go ahead. What was it?
Yeah, motherfuckers. It's Revival.
It's Revival.
He liked it better than us.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You're out of
Serious.
here. All right.
Yeah.
Donnie, you're out of your element.
But I'm still upset about something else.
I am.
I already know, and
They already know.
I know what it
Yeah,
is.
'cause
Well,
it's
am I
right
gonna
now.
get the rebound? Is he
I-
gonna, is he gonna swing this way?
I don't
Get the
know.
rebound slam? He's gonna.
You know,
Jake's gonna get the top of the head.
So that's cool though. I'm actually.
right.
So that was number 1.
At
for
least
you.
it's a little different. That's what I was wanting to go towards, a little bit different, which I'm glad you went Post Malone. It's like a little variety in this mix.
because
I
that's
thought
who
for
we are.
sure our
because
top
there's
three
been
were gonna
so
be the
much
same.
ass kissing of this thing since we started.
Yep. That's-
So I guess fine. Go ahead. Have your revival. Go ahead.
yeah, I just you know
Even
what?
though you're like, this half of this album doesn't do it for me.
I know, but I
All
said
right.
the same thing
Okay.
about the ass kissing album too, though. But if you, I went back and I listened purposely to the ass kissing album that we've done, and then Light the Torch, and there's a lot of things where like I'm like, wow, that makes a lot of
It's
sense.
not really ass kissing though.
It's not. I know I'm teasing.
Because that
so
thing
goddamn
like
rips
what you
hard.
like.
dude.
Goddamn.
It does.
That thing
it really
rips.
does. Maybe in my journalistic integrity, I already knew that was probably going to be number 1 for everybody. So,
So
I'm
you're like, I'm gonna change it
oh,
up.
let me just change it
Yeah.
up to keep it fresh, you know?
You're the fucking indie like guy.
I'm not gonna
like,
lie to myself.
You're,
okay?
you're the film critic that's like, no, it's not Avengers: Infinity War. That's a fucking film of the year. It's fucking, it's some piece of shit that
I don't
nobody's
give a
ever
shit.
seen.
Still Sleepless in Seattle.
No, I will. Yeah, man. No, just what you guys had all said. Obviously, the songs we had talked about with Light the Torch, but also just the biggest improvement as a person as a whole. What Hojo did, you know, got himself back up to where he should be, feeling positive. Really took a dark, depressing time.
Yeah, he's
turned it
another
around,
one
man.
that you know is looking good.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited to hear
Yeah,
his track with Killswitch.
Oh
You
yeah,
guys didn't know about that?
definitely.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah,
No?
he recorded
They,
a
they
track
took a
with
picture
Jesse.
together.
Really?
Yeah, he came up.
They,
and-
they posted a picture
No
together.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
So that should be pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'm wondering. Obviously Howard's going to be doing. Let's guess. I think Howard's going to do clean chorus,
He's gonna do
and he's
some
going to have a
screaming
heavy
backgrounds.
verse. Jesse's probably gonna do a lot of heavy verses, but I don't know if
It's
Jesse's
gonna be
gonna
Take
sing.
This
I
Oath,
wonder
but
if they're gonna
reversed.
like share a heavy part. Like they both just
Yeah.
go full balls out, dude.
I'm excited.
Dude,
It could
yeah,
be,
I just gotta
but
call
Jesse's
Phil.
gonna be like, I only sang on the chorus for fucking Take This Oath, so you can only have the chorus. In certain parts. Fair is fair. After
Fair
all.
is fair.
No, I don't know. They'll probably. You got to give him. Well, I don't know. It's kind of weird because how do you do it live? Well, I guess he's been doing it live that way anyway. So fuck it. What does it matter? I don't know. I guess they'll just each have a verse and they'll both sing the chorus. Fuck it.
Think a verse each and then both
I
chorus.
mean, otherwise, what's the fucking point, right?
I don't know, dude. What if they just fucking?
What if they go back and forth on each verse?
Yeah.
That would be sweet.
That'd
That
be
actually
cool.
sounds a lot
Like,
cooler than anything.
He'll do a line, then he'll do a line, then
And
he'll
they
do
just,
a
like,
line.
overlap
and then they
and
just
kinda-
burst into the chorus. I almost threw my phone. They just burst into the chorus together doing a duet. Man, I got cold chills. Man,
Don't let us down.
Right.
man, dude, it's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, that's
Beautiful.
cool. So,
So,
So you
are
guys
we
just
gonna
want to
on the
reveal
count of
your
three,
number
we're just
one
gonna say
now?
are we going? What do you got?
The Elite,
All right.
Of course,
Total
yeah.
Destruction,
Yeah.
TD, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
dude,
Dude.
it's a ripper, man.
Dude, I was
No
listening to
bullshit.
it today.
My Last Murder, man.
Oh,
Yes.
Man,
That and I mean, dude, I think that just stems from us once again, the groove.
Yep.
It's been there since we were jamming as 16-year-old kids, and now fucking 15, 16 years later, it still hits home. So I think that's what it is, dude. Just the writing style.
yeah.
We've all liked that shit for so long that
It's what clicks. It's what
I
you
like
like
it, dude.
back then. It still works, man.
it's fucking
and
awesome.
the fucking vocals, dude. Oh my god.
Dude, that's what I'm
He
saying.
tears it up.
And the drumming. He's riffing on the drums.
And then his
Come on,
teasers,
animal.
like he'll
just
tease
could
with
never
the
do
with the
that.
with the cleans. It's like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Come on, but, dude, man.
Yeah, the acoustic parts, the solos are catchy.
I'm very
The
fresh.
lyrical content.
Dude, it needs a big push somewhere.
I wish we had
Definitely.
more people.
I know.
Like
That's
I don't know why it, or maybe it is coming up. I don't know because
Well,
I don't look
like
that
you
much
said-
on like
Well,
Like
the
what's
thing
in
is,
right
like,
now, but-
like say these days, like with independent, almost everything has like a process. It's just one of those things where there's a lot of bands, like for example, Light the Torch, that I feel should be a lot bigger,
mhm.
and they've been around quite a bit, and I think they are getting there. But there's just albums that have passed that we've all listened to before that I know should have been bigger. I don't know
Oh,
why.
yeah.
Like
Yep.
we're talking like, I mean, Throwdown.
dude.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like they should have blew up. I don't know what. Maybe we're just old and we just like. But I mean, if you put it up against any other thing like shit that's coming out with breakdowns and stuff, they still have these bands that we're listening to still have heavier or just as heavy breakdowns.
Yeah.
If you're a kid that likes that shit, like me.
Just all about the push, man.
yeah.
So yeah,
I think also too is because Austin's with Devil Driver right now, so like, and he's got them, he's got
Bleed the
Bleed the
Sky.
Bleed
Sky.
Sky, yes. So he's got quite a bit relying on him, but he's tied up, and I think
Yeah.
that's another thing is too is they don't have a chance to actually put their music out there tour wise.
Mm-hmm. I'd agree with that.
yeah. I don't know, dude. It's yeah. I just don't want it to be one of those albums that get pushed to the wayside.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, at least let's get a couple tours or some, a couple shows around the States somewhere.
Yeah.
And then maybe another album, and then maybe it'll get, get that push or something. Who knows,
Hope
dude?
so.
Yeah.
I mean, look at
It's good
Mushroom
shit.
Head has been doing it for years.
Yep.
So, that's good shit, dude.
Yes, it is.
That's funny.
All right, everybody.
So unanimously,
Anybody got any
the Elite number one.
The Elite.
The honorable mentions that
Yeah.
JD was talking about. I mean, I'll have to say that Rainier Fog definitely as of recent. Now I can't
Yeah.
say that I jammed on it last year. It was honestly a couple weeks ago. I
Well,
got
as
into
much
it.
as I listened to it, yeah, I had to put it on there.
Yeah.
God, yeah, pretty much all the shit you guys said would probably be my honorable mentions.
I got one.
Death Ray Vision, Ghost. I didn't even check out that All That Remains though.
It's pretty good.
I'm gonna have to check it.
Me too.
I got one that Animal will be proud of.
What's
I
that?
was talking shit about it. Sleep.
Oh yeah.
Being Giants.
Oh
Psych.
no.
Sleeping
Yeah,
Giants.
yeah, Sleeping Giants, man.
Hey,
Oh.
Disturbed came out with a new album this
Oh,
year.
I didn't mention that, dude. I've been
Yeah,
jamming
they
on
did.
that, dude.
Oh, shit,
Is
I
it
forgot.
good?
It's pretty
I like
decent.
it.
I'm not
It's
gonna lie.
Disturbed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Exactly.
Disturbed.
But I haven't like Disturbed full on
Since
Your
Believe.
Yeah,
second
yeah.
album?
Yeah.
I see. I know you.
But
No,
that
thank
Sleeping
you.
Giants album is
Ah.
called I Am.
Oh, okay.
And-
Wait, isn't that the one that
Hey, hey.
did fucking Istanbul's Constantinople?
Did you also know?
Remember that? That was They Might Be Giants. Istanbul's Constantinople. Going Istanbul. Remember that other band? You remember that from the 90s?
I know what you're talking about,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure.
But it's not The Sleeping Giants. It was They Might Be Giants, I think.
Oh.
I was just messing around.
oh,
Did you know that Godsmack came out with an album as well?
yeah.
No, they didn't. Did they really?
We were talking about this, remember? It's nothing at all what you fucking think.
Well,
No.
because they had planned on going in, like a rock. Isn't it like
It's like I told Animal. It's like Godsmack sounds like Imagine Dragons.
Yeah, because he
Ugh.
was saying, like, when were we metal? Because, like, I think that's what you quoted, something you saw.
Fucking
Yeah.
Imagine Dragons, man. Everywhere you turn now, that's where they're at, man.
Dude, that was a whole thing on that fucking article.
I mean, they're just
Rolling
badass.
Stone
I mean,
article.
they're all badass musicians though in that band. That's what
I was like, but they're one of like the premier like rock bands.
Yep.
You know, whether they're rock or metal, it doesn't fucking matter. Like you think of them and Disturbed, like they're on this level. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
And
Fuck
they're
do I know?
Godsmack had heavy fucking riffs, man.
I thought so.
I don't know.
Awake was my favorite.
Yep.
That fucking whole album's fucking
Yep.
killer.
It's brutal.
I would
And
take.
then-
There's that and Disturbed's The Sickness. Ooh.
Dude,
Dude, that CD
Oof.
is solid from front to back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
definitely.
I was listening to that at work the other night.
Really?
Ugh.
Yeah. It's so good.
But yeah, I don't know. You guys got anything else?
That's it for me.
I don't know. Unearth came out with a new album this year. That's a good listen. And then that band Monuments that I
Yep,
had
Snapchat,
talked about
yeah.
before. It's not as good as it's not as good as the other albums they came out with previously, but it's still a jam.
Still a jam.
So yeah, I don't know. I like all our top 5. It's a little bit different and a lot of the same. So
But that groove, man. That's where we all come back to
Yeah,
every
the
single
groove.
one, except for Post Malone. But
except for, no, he's got the
I'm
grooves,
sure he's got
baby.
grooves in there.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
We're gonna find out. We're all gonna listen, and we're gonna have a Post Malone episode.
let's
he's gonna
have him
join
on,
us.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna join us
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
for sure.
We got respect for him.
Hell yeah. Well, thanks for checking us out, everybody. You know, wastedattention.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that kind of stuff.
Hit that like
yeah.
button, hit that notification bell, subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Adios.
Bye.
And there you go. There's our top 5 albums for 2018. Join us next week. We're going to talk about all the albums coming out in 2019, share some of our favorites, tell you what we're thinking about them. But until then, you guys be cool. Take it easy.